What's up, y'all? Welcome to 8 for the Hour. I'm your host, DJ 84. I'm chilling here right now with my lovely, beautiful co-host, Miss Rachel Bradford.
Hey.
And today, I got two special guests.
Yeah.
My boy, my ace, my brother from another mother,
My man.
Cuzzo,
Yes, sir. What's
Mr.
up?
Irv Gotti,
You already know.
and Mrs. Irv Gotti up in the building. Make some noise for them. Yeah.
Hey, man, we appreciate you having us, man.
Yeah, for sure,
definitely.
man. I'm glad y'all came through because I'm trying to get this off the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, I need somebody that's gonna, represent on
Let's
here
do
and,
it.
and I can have fun with and vibe with,
You
know.
already know. You see
So
the
yeah.
shirt.
Oh yeah. I appreciate that. By the way, bro, that's
see
good
the
looking
shirt.
out. Check
You
the
see the
merch.
shirt, you know.
Check the merch.
Check them out. Check them out, baby.
My brother.
Let's go.
Yeah, so
Let's
no,
go.
I wanted to bring y'all on here, man, and talk about relationships in a long term sense, because I noticed like every time we're out together, a lot of people we went to high school with, and they would see us still together, and they're like, "Man, you and Rachel still together?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "How do y'all do it?" And I don't really have a specific answer to them.
Right,
I'm just
it's
like,
tough,
nigga,
yeah.
we together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's just what it is.
We're
but
different.
yeah, it's just a little different. But I just wanted to bring somebody on here, who's been together as long as we have, and everybody thinks like relationships are perfect. They think
no, not at
like,
all.
oh, you guys must have had it. Everything must be great all the time. And I mean, we have our ups and downs like everybody
Most
else.
def.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
We're human
I just
too.
wanted to bring somebody up here and just vibe out, man.
Thanks.
Talk some relationship talk with it.
Yeah,
you know?
you already know.
Yeah. But you and Elaine, how long have y'all been together?
We've been together 12 years.
12 years. Make some noise for that. Let's go. 12 years. That's a long
12.
time. So
I'm glad you answered that. I'm playing, baby.
I'm not there, but I'm counting. I'm like 2002. So what were you?
I really
2018, right?
yeah.
Man.
18,
hey.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them applause.
So, hey,
2020.
make some noise. Make some noise. Yeah, we appreciate
That's
that.
it. That's it.
Yeah, man. So it's been like I said, ups and downs. And I know if y'all been together 12 years, so that's like high school time, correct?
High school.
Yeah. Yeah. How did y'all meet? Like, how did that go about?
Man, hey, you know what? It's crazy. Look, the first time we met, shout out to Bree. Bree, a good friend of ours, we
Yeah.
went to high school with. Man,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
introduced us
Yeah.
together. And I guess you
At
can
that time, I was a sophomore. You were a senior.
Yeah.
It was more just like mutual friends. Like, hey, this is, or this is Elaine. It was like, okay, cool. Hey, we're
Yeah.
just friends
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
She
And-
couldn't resist a point.
Hey, it's that Bradford,
And at that
That's
time,
that
too.
Bradford, though,
that Bradford
At
charm,
that time, too,
you know.
we didn't exchange, like, contact info or nothing.
all.
But once I became a senior 2 years later, then
That's when
we
you started
started.
to talk.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be in the safe side. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
make sure. Yeah, to make sure. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, let's see how this goes." So it wasn't like love at first sight. It wasn't nothing like that. Y'all had to get to like know
Like,
each other
I
and
always thought she was cute.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, she come there, give each other hugs. And,
that law of
Yeah.
attraction.
But yeah. But it was
Well,
after.
the funny thing is, we were always like friends,
Yeah.
here and there. But how did we get back in touch together? Like through MySpace, I
MySpace.
think.
Ah,
When he was-
dang,
he was
MySpace.
living
Make some
out
noise
in
for
Georgia.
MySpace. That's some OG stuff right there, man.
A lot of kids don't know.
They don't know. That's
what
why I
that
was about
is
to
now.
put them on game. That MySpace, that was the. I don't want to be like that wasn't like that. We'll say that was the hookup spot for some people. That's how you got to know a lot of people back in the day. Was
I'm
that MySpace?
I'm
man.
Your
still-
top 8, right?
Yeah, you had the top
was
8.
Your top 8.
You had your top
Yeah, I
8,
know.
and if you weren't on their top 8, you'd be like, "Hey, why ain't that on your top 8?" And it was so crazy how that was. That was serious for some people back in the day. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember I get hit up all the
All the
time,
time,
like,
come on, man.
"Hey, I got you on my top 8. Why,
Bro.
Why you know?"
I'm your fifth.
Yeah,
I'm your fifth.
That's MySpace. And then they had it to where you could decorate
I'm still waiting.
everything on
I'm
there.
still waiting for Facebook to do that music background.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
that
That
used to
choose
be
your
the bomb,
song,
bro.
choose your-
That's yeah.
No, what?
I remember that, and that's like what was it? They did that for They tried to do that for something else I seen that you can add music to. Not IG. Was it Facebook that was trying to do it? I don't know. Somebody that was trying to make it like a MySpace. Have you heard of dang, I can't remember the name, but it was Tory Lanez was on it. Whatever it was, Tory Lanez was on there, and it was like a group of people on there, and they were all chatting it up. And then one dude said, "Why'd you shoot Megan?" And then that nigga left. He left the chat after that. He left. I thought, hey,
Why you shooting?
hey, it was so random. Everybody went in on old boy. It was like, why would you say that? Like nigga, we had Tory Lanez up here.
Just wanted to see if he shot Megan.
Hey, I wanted to know.
That'd be Mason's ass.
Yeah, he said, everybody's like, yeah, man, how's it been going? I said, hey, why'd you shoot Megan? I said,
wanna
you.
get this
Everybody's like, you dumb. Like, why would you do that, bro?
Yeah.
But whatever that's called is what they're. I think it's the new thing that's going on. You know.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, like yeah. So we met in high school
Okay.
too. So I know how that's like. And then for me, it was like you said, it was like you had that attraction first, and you kind of like, okay, you know, I was more. I'm the quiet type, so I don't really. I'm not aggressive. I don't really approach.
You are not quiet.
No, I'm quiet. Let me say that I'm quiet around certain folks. Let me say that. You know, that's.
I feel you.
But you know me.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
my niggas know me,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I know you.
I'm quiet to a certain extent. But with
Right.
the ladies, I'm not aggressive with the ladies. So
I see.
yeah, so when it came to me and her, I was just kind of like, I think I gave her a CD. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even like
NSYNC.
ask her
gave her a
out.
mixtape?
Yeah. I went real old school on it. Like, man, this is all I know. You know what I'm saying?
I can't talk, but I got this CD that's gonna tell you everything.
I gave her specific numbers and everything. I was like, listen to this, and that. And I was like, and at the time, I think me and I don't want to say his name, but me and somebody was going at it to see who would ask her first. And of course, your boy won. That's why I'm sitting here right now.
Hey,
That's why I'm
applaud.
sitting. Make some noise for your boy. That's what I do. Is what I do.
Yeah, no, when Mike said he was going to ask if you believe in like love at first sight, I always thought like, I never believe in love at first sight because people are so different and you change throughout your life. But I believe in good energy at first
Yeah.
sight. Like it was
I feel that.
never hard for me to like vibe with Mike. Mike always brought a happy energy, a
Energy.
good
Yeah.
energy.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. And the more people that were more aggressive, like, ew, I never liked that energy. That energy is just, it's too high. It's too, no. So I believe in good energy at first sight. And that goes with friends too.
Facts.
Me and Mike always fill a room and we're like, not our energy.
Yeah. I'm a big
Facts.
energy person, man.
Yep.
Big energy person. So if I ain't feeling it, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
I
out.
feel that. I feel
And
that.
and it's so weird because what I was telling Rachel the other day, I was like, we have like similar relationships, like similar lives. Like I know Elaine's a nurse, Rachel's a nurse. You know, me and you entrepreneurs. So
Yep.
it's like I like that setup. Like it's weird how we got around the same, like the same women, like at the same career fields on both
Yeah,
ends. You know what I
similar.
mean?
It's
I was
similar.
like,
I
that's
said that-
crazy.
I said that
and
too.
and the kids are in the sports and you know all that. So
doing their
I
thing.
thought that was dope. I was like, man,
And
that's
I
cool.
like Beyonce and she likes Beyonce.
make some noise. Beyonce. Yeah, no, but I know throughout y'all's relationship, like I know things weren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like as ours, you know, nothing's ever perfect. So I just want to know, like, how do y'all, or how would y'all deal with a situation where y'all argue or fight, or you know, how do y'all deal with that in a
Man.
certain sense? You know what I mean?
we deal with it now like way different from how we used to.
We
know,
definitely
back
grew
then.
a lot.
Yeah.
Facts. There
Yeah.
was a lot of pride and that was blocking.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So it was always you did
Well,
this.
you did,
nah,
yeah.
well you did you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like what she said, a lot of
And
a
we
lot of
definitely
growth.
had our problems just like everybody
Yeah,
else, you know.
yeah.
Facts. We're
And
not
there's
perfect.
times that we've
Us
taken
too.
breaks from each other, but at the end of the day, for me at least, the pain from being away from him was worse than the
Then-
actual fight
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, that got to
Yeah.
you more, a lot
That's
more.
what I told Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like now we deal with it, man. It's communicating.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
key,
mean?
man. That's key.
You know, we sit and actually talk. And me, I was always like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
get this.
yeah.
Let's get this
And that's
conversation over.
me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I've learned to actually sit and talk and see, try to see where she's coming from. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's
And we
it's
still have
crazy.
our downs. It's never
facts.
perfect.
It's not
but-
perfect.
Exactly.
But we've grew a lot to where we can communicate better than what we used to,
And
and
that's
work through things better.
that's
Yep.
what it's
Yeah.
about. Same here.
And I told Mike, you gotta like know when to communicate. For me, it's
Right.
always like when my energy is okay, because I'm the type of person like
If
I
I'm
really
mad-
think about things and I cut deep. So like I even told Mike in life decisions, it takes me 48 hours. Maybe that's a night nurse thing. Like we're fully recouped after 48 hours, but anything that's gonna deal with my life changing, I wait 48 hours. And then a lot of the times, it takes a couple hours for our
Yeah.
energy to calm,
Yeah.
and we're able
Facts.
to communicate.
Yeah.
But
I
that took a while for us to learn
I
to
think
communicate
sometimes
during energies.
Yeah,
Good.
we need to, you know, have 10, 15 minutes is
Yeah.
just a long time to you know, get what you're saying. You know,
Exactly.
that whole energy. Coming,
Yeah.
You know, good energy.
It's definitely different from fighting and arguing in high school, back in high school, than arguing today. You know, it's definitely
Yeah.
different because I'm sure we were all on some immature shit. You know what I'm saying?
still
Like,
got that scar on.
yeah. So God said, okay, so you hitting things with bottles now. No, I'm just saying, I don't know the story. I'm just saying, he got a scar in his head. I just figured it was a bottle. That's all I'm saying. No, but you definitely handle it different when you're older and more
Most
mature. And then
That
you know,
growth,
you got the kids and everything, so you got to show them like, you know, this is the way you handle these type of situations, you know, because I know I know your son's looking at you, how you treat Elaine.
Facts.
I know my
Facts.
sons are looking at me like on how I treat Rachel. So, you know,
At the end of the day, you don't want them to grow up thinking that's cool.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, just to
It's-
be out there and, you know, whatever the case is. But yeah, man. So I know y'all been together for so long. Was there ever a time where you had to venture off, as in like school or anything out of town, where y'all had to be in a long distance type of relationship, or were y'all always?
Actually, when I first got accepted to nursing school, I actually got accepted out in Hobbs.
Okay,
So-
that's dope. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, shout out Hobbs, man.
Shout out
All
to
my-
Hobbs.
All my Hobbs folks out there, man.
Yeah,
Salute
shout out to
you.
Hobbs, man.
You know, he was very, very supportive of me, and since he is an entrepreneur, he was able to be flexible. and
Yeah.
went with me and the family, and we just had our little girl. She was only a few months old.
That's what's up.
It was tough.
So
what's
it
up.
was tough because Hobbs is like 5 hours away
Yeah.
from here, and we had no family, no friends, nothing out there. So it was just
And-
kind of starting new in a new place.
So it was just y'all two.
It was
That's
just
it.
us
In a
two
new spot.
in a
No
new
help,
spot.
bro.
No, with nobody.
So
no
Dang.
family,
my
friends.
hustle bone had to come on.
Yeah.
You know, click on quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
just
and
to,
you're-
to support her. She was in school, and I was the only one working.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah.
And I
know what
wasn't
I mean?
working. Yeah.
But yeah.
And were you cutting hair out there, or what were you?
Yeah, I was out there.
So you was on the grind
I
out
was
there.
out- bro.
I think I
Bro.
remember when you went to Hobbs, and then after you came back from Hobbs, I remember people were like, "Why'd you leave, man?
Yeah.
I had, I need somebody to hook up the face. Yeah, hook it up." And I
yeah.
remember seeing that all over your social media. Like niggas was heard about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
like, bro, where
like,
you- yeah.
yeah. So that's what's up, man. You,
You
out
know,
there.
sacrificed all that to, help her out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
and that was very good of him to be able to drop everything here for
Yeah.
his family, everything to support me, and be out there with me out there in another
Yeah.
place,
I was on it.
and
man. I'm
support
talking
me and
about-
our two kids out there. So.
Yeah.
I was working Monday through Monday, 7 in the morning to like
Going hard.
12 at midnight.
Make some
Coming
noise
home.
for that. That's what a man does, y'all. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, bro.
Man.
That's good stuff, man.
That's crazy. We didn't even know that story.
No,
Yeah.
not
we
at all.
literally left. The only time we left was for you to go to school,
Mhm.
Arizona. Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Same,
Yeah.
same,
Hustle, pay the
same,
price.
same,
Yeah.
same thing. Just reverse.
All right,
I went to school out in Arizona, and well, that was our first time. The very first time I thought we was gonna have to deal with a long distance relationship was when I was trying to
yeah.
join the Marine Corps. So I was in high school. I was in ROTC, and so military was like in my head.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like I'm going in the military. I didn't care. So it was like my senior year. I'm talking to recruiters. I'm doing the thing. I wasn't, I was ready. So I went to the recruiters and I had a ship date. I had everything, right? They have this thing where it's a pulley party where they pull all their recruits in and y'all stay the night at a hotel. And then the next day y'all go to the MEP center and y'all get checked up and all that. So I was on that. The next
you
day.
was ready.
Yeah, no, I was literally, I had everything, like I was ready. I was going. So then I went to the MEP center and I did my exam and everything. I thought I had passed everything. And I was on my way to do the ceremony to swear in. And the lady comes and she's like, I got bad news. She's like, well, you're underweight for your age. And I was like, so what does that mean? Like, I can't join the military. Like, she's like, not technically we can't let you in because they'll get in trouble if I go to boot camp and something happens. And like, well, he shouldn't have been there because I was 5 pounds. For those of you that don't know, your boy is a slim guy. I'm slim, right? So in high school, I was even slimmer. So when they said 5 pounds underweight, I was like, well, dang, that's crazy. So that disqualified me from the Marine Corps at that time. But me being me, I took it as a sign like, well, maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's a sign like I shouldn't join right now. And at the time, it was like 2002, I think my senior year, and it was like the war was just fresh with Bush in Iraq. Yeah. So it was like fresh. People were dying. I knew dudes that were out there from when graduated before me that were already out in Iraq. As soon as they graduated boot camp, they was already out there. So I had it in my head, like once I'm in, I know I'm going to Iraq. Like, I don't know. I was just, I guess you can say they brainwashed the nigga a little bit, you know? Because in my head, I was ready for it. But that was one of the instances where we were still together and I was like, okay, now how's this going to work? You know, because I still wanted to be with her, but we're young.
Tough. Yeah.
So how's that going to, it wouldn't have, exactly. Dang. So I'm thinking like I was 17, she was like 16. Yeah. I'm like, if I'm gone, you know, who's going to be loyal to who? You know, at the end of the day.
We've never even seen like a successful like marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that would have been a hard concept to think about. Like, oh, we'll get married eventually. That's teenagers. That's a hard concept to think about as teenagers, and especially if you ain't never seen one. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think it would have worked. I think that was definitely a God's plan on that part. For,
that's
5
tough.
pounds, you know.
Definitely. So that was one of the instances, and you know, I didn't go, so we stayed together, and then I went to school in Arizona for audio, and then that was another instance where it was like, hey, what are we gonna do? And she packed up. Came with your boy, and yeah, it was dope, man. Like you guys, it was just us. Like it was nobody out there.
Apartment, everywhere.
First everything. My first time living alone in a different, not alone here in the state, but out of state. Yeah. And I'm sure y'all can relate. Like when you don't know nobody, you like. What's our next step? What are we gonna do?
Nothing.
Like what? Yeah.
Well, we work. You went to school,
and that was it.
Home.
Yeah.
And we swam.
Yeah.
That was
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
That's when we had to find childcare for our 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, y'all had them at the time, so that's even tougher. I can imagine having MJ at the time. We didn't even have MJ at the time.
Thank God. I don't know how you guys did it.
Man, that's tough, bro. Y'all went through it because I know with us not even having the kid at the time, it was tough at the time. Arizona wasn't. We kind of got the hang of it.
Right. Arizona's a lot like New Mexico. So it wasn't bad.
But then I had to do an internship in LA, and that was the big culture shock. I was like,
North
the prices.
He had me in the hood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we was in the hood. You know, we make some noise. We lived on Lancashire. We was in the hood, North Hollywood, bro. And
I've been through every hood, but I instantly cried. Ask Michael.
Hey, that LA
Michael
hood is
said,
different.
What's wrong with you? I was so scared.
That LA hood is different from New Mexico hood. I ain't even gonna front.
That's just crazy.
Barbed wire all around.
But we did it.
We did it.
Hey, there you go. Salute to that, man.
Yeah, man. Bro. Yeah. So it was like, man, when we got out there, it was like, okay, it's us. So what we gonna do? So she went to work. I went to school.
I wasn't sure what I wanted to be.
Yeah, and I wasn't work. I didn't work at the time. She held it down, and I had a chance to intern day and night because I was trying to get in there. I was at a big studio. Shout out to Chalice Studios. I interned there. Chalice Studios is one of the biggest studios out in LA. So in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get in here.
To get in.
So she held it down at work. I'm interning day and night. Man, I got to rub elbows with some people, bro. So I enjoyed it, bro. Yeah, but when we came back, we lucked out because we were gonna move back to Arizona. And then LA was just too expensive. It was too expensive. And I had gotten a school check for I think $1,000.
Exactly what we needed.
And then it was exactly what the amount we needed to get back home.
Wow.
So I was like,
See that?
okay, let's go back home.
back.
I don't know how long we gonna last out here, you know. And I came back, and I was, and I thank God for that experience because that's really what led me here today doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because I took a lot back from everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Took it all in. What really did it for me is when I interned for this guy. And he had a studio. It was before Chalice had accepted my internship. It was a guy who owned his own studio, but his own studio was in his house. So then I was taking out his trash and doing his, you know, like kind of, yeah. You know how the you know how the interns are, right? The interns do all the grunt work.
Yes, I'm
Yeah. That's basically how it was.
Hey, salute,
and then
that's
that's what threw me off because I'm like, why am I taking this dude's trash out when I can just do this myself?
Facts.
You know, but he inspired me to do this. So, you
That's
know,
dope, man.
yeah.
Shout out.
I got to shout him out. I forgot his name, but man, I have to show him some love because he really showed me like, man, you don't need a big studio to do this. You can do this on your own. Yeah. And like I said, she was holding it down at the time. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, like, you know, a lot of people think long distance. I don't know because I never was in one, but do y'all think long distance relationships can work?
Personally, for me, no.
No.
But maybe for some people, but not for me. I don't think
Not at all.
it's just be
No.
too hard.
To me, nah.
Nah.
Hell no.
I don't think since we've been together for 12 years, I don't think we've gone a full 24 hours without seeing each other.
Yeah.
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 Ever.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bachelorette
yeah.
party. No.
Right.
You gotta give
Make
us
some notes
72.
for that. She ready for the bachelorette
Gotta
party.
give us 72 hours.
That's it. Way. Nah, but yeah, man. It's like what she said. I'm sure some people out there doing it.
Mhm. You think they faithful though?
No.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard, bro. It's hard to believe that.
But hey, check this out. If it wasn't for the media,
Yeah.
it might.
The social media, like being able to reach out to people
to a
and
lot of folks, man.
make
I
it
feel
easy.
Like, I
yeah.
feel like that has a lot to do with
It makes
a lot of.
it makes it easy.
Yeah, exactly. You
But
know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
man,
what Dave Chappelle said. Shoot, back then you could have
Yeah.
leave your family and move like 3 miles down the road.
Nobody
Nobody know.
said nobody
Back,
know
man. I'm gonna get
nothing.
a pack of cigarettes.
Never come back. You say we ain't seen that nigga.
We
It's like,
ain't seen him. What? We ain't seen him.
said they ain't that
But
show is
that
taking
show-
long with the cigarette. Was he rolling them bars or what? Like that nigga must be rolling his cigs. We gonna give Daddy time because that nigga ain't been back
He ain't been back
since.
since.
So yeah, nah.
But yeah,
it's
I feel
tough.
like social media have a lot to do with a lot
Definitely.
of stuff not working.
Making
man.
it, yeah,
You know,
making
it
it
difficult.
and not even long distance. Social media makes it hard, regardless. I think, me personally, because like you said, it's easy for someone to reach out to somebody and be like,
What's
"Hey,
up?"
you know, like, hey, you
What's
know,
up?
whether or not you choose to act on it, but people will hop in people's DMs all the time,
man,
and it's
all the
like,
time.
you know, it's,
And they know.
yeah.
And that's the funny thing.
Yeah,
Is
people- some
they
people don't
see
give-
it.
some
They
people
see
don't
it.
care.
They don't give a damn.
Yeah, and these days, no one really cares, man. And it's just all about, you know, your actions, how you
Facts.
gonna act, how you gonna take it in. You know what I'm saying? Because I see. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, but I see a lot of people in the missus's DMs. But I don't want to be tripping, you know, because
I see,
at the end of the day, I trust you know, her
That's
judge
it. You
or her
trust
better.
her
Yeah,
actions.
so I
You know
ain't
what
I ain't tripping.
Facts.
But he don't even see them open.
Yeah.
I don't even
whatever.
open them. I don't know. I'm a very protective person.
I'm like
in
that. What's
general.
that? Was it Mario? I'm
See,
like,
I might.
I don't want to know if you pay.
Hey,
Keep it on the low.
Hey, make some noise for her with the voice. He got the vocals up here.
Yeah,
You know I used to sing backup for the stylistic, right?
You know I used to sing back in the day.
Bet
You know
you,
that.
babe, darling, why? Nah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just playing. But you know, that's just what it is. We got some loyal women, bro, and that's what's up. You know, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But I think long distance relationships, me personally, I have not yet seen one work. So I'm gonna be like a no. That's a no for me. And maybe how long we talking? You know, how long are you gonna be gone from this person?
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I think that's gonna come into play because I know a lot of people, you know, back to the military thing, like dudes that went to boot camp for 3 months. And they got out of boot camp and they were not with that person again. And
Right
that's
after.
3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like
quick.
that's fast to
That's
me.
fast.
So you obviously weren't planning on being together for too long, you know, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's
I
just
know,
me.
I know. Yeah, a couple, folks
But
in that position, and
with the long distance,
yeah, but
Nothing-
it don't work.
nothing-
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm like,
There has to be some successful.
well, maybe,
You think
man. I
about
wish,
the
I
amount
wish
of
we could.
people-
them
I
Eskimos
wish
out
we
there,
could take
yeah,
calls right now because we would find out who's in a long distance relationship right now, man.
I mean, like, I don't know, like that Patricia and Anthony.
They're not long distance though.
But they had to be at one point, right? Because they
Maybe
were high
the
school.
way he works. I wish we
forever.
could call
I
them
feel
right
like-
now.
Yeah,
I
or
feel like
Speedy
it
and
would-
April, right? Or not Speedy, April and Ray.
He's a
She
military
was-
guy.
But wasn't she with him before, during that military time?
Maybe.
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's a good-
He's
yeah,
been
that's a
here
good
for long
point.
time, yeah.
Man, I
That's
wish
facts,
we can
that's
call
facts.
them right now.
right,
Maybe,
right.
maybe they got the
Like
answer.
I said, I'm sure there's a lot of them out there. You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, man. All right, my bad.
Hey,
People like.
shout out to the ones who are really
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. Make some noise for that. That's real, for sure, definitely, man. My bad, people. There probably are some long distance. I just personally haven't seen them myself.
Yeah,
So
same.
that's the same.
No,
So,
me too. Yeah. I haven't seen it.
but I wanted to get into another topic. So when females, when you guys deal with the this is me talking, the bitter friend, you know, when you I'm sure when you and Irv had it out,
Yeah.
there was that one friend in your ear saying to leave him. And why do you put up with that? I wouldn't put up with that. You didn't have that friend?
So
You ain't gotta say names.
my circle is really, really
Hey, say,
small.
I want to know who.
They're not invited to the barbecue.
I really don't have a lot of friends. I
man.
only have like a couple really, really close friends.
Hey, keep that
Shoot
circle
her.
tight.
Yep.
Yeah, and
That
they
inter-
were actually very understanding. Like they would be like, "Well, if it's not what you want to do, leave. If not, work it out." They were actually really supportive.
That's cool.
So I didn't really have a single friend telling me to like leave and do this and do that. They were supportive of what I wanted to do and just there to listen to me vent.
Not
really.
even in high school. You didn't have that friend like in high school.
and I
No,
didn't- I didn't
dang.
even have a lot of friends,
When
no.
That's
we got
what's up.
together in high school, man, there were females upset.
There
Yeah.
was, but not like personally
Going
my
at you.
friends. Yeah, going at me.
About being with her. Yeah.
I'm
but
like,
they weren't like my friends. They were just like girls
just
that
girls.
were out there that
Just-
went to school
yeah.
there. And, yeah.
Well, yeah, shout out to all your friends,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's what's up because you don't get that a lot. You know, that's why I said, oh man, there's gotta be
What you had
somebody.
mentioned earlier
All
about the
through
energy.
high school, I had them. Yeah,
Yeah.
all through high school, it was. I didn't have
man.
one good friend, and I think I told Michael this. Like, and I'm not gonna. I had my friend Mariela, but I never had like a real friend in high school, and it never bothered me because I had my sister.
Yeah.
and I always told Michael that like.
Yeah,
I don't
that
need
sister
friends.
bond
I
is
got
deep.
my sister.
Facts.
But even with my sister, like, that's my sister. We've been through so much together. I know she would always have my back and like my best interest in heart. So I don't even discuss me and Michael's fights with her sometimes.
Yeah.
She would always give me good advice, stay with Michael. Of course, she's
Facts.
been here forever with us.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But-
Shout out to Jesse. Yeah.
But I know, like, at the end of the day, she's going to have, like, my interest at heart. So
Facts.
I honestly, I don't talk to anybody about her problems. I take that 48 hours. And
Y'all think that's good to let other people
he
in on
don't-
your problems,
he
or
don't think it's good.
I don't.
He
I don't.
thinks should
I
talk.
don't. I don't, man. Like,
yeah, no, I don't think it's good to let them in on your relationship
Oh,
problems
yeah.
because people give you bad advice. You
Yeah.
know,
a lot of them,
I feel
especially
I've
if
given
they,
it. I've given it.
especially if they don't understand,
Yeah.
or haven't been
Been
that
through-
experience.
exactly. It's
so
just-
it's like, well, why am I talking to you when you ain't?
ever dealt with.
Yeah.
yeah.
You've
Are they
never walked in
single?
my
Or
shoes,
you know,
what I'm saying? Like,
are their marriage or whatever didn't last? Like, you know, what could you have done different? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Did you try everything that you could have tried to make it work? Because I know a lot of people, they just give up. Like the first fight or the first
quick.
argument or the first
That's
thing that
bad.
doesn't go right, they're like, oh, I'm done with you.
I'm done.
Like, I'm done.
and it's not. I tell her all the time, like, you know, I'm like, look, it's not gonna be sunshines and rainbows.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's-
And I feel like a lot of the movies out there paint a picture of
They
like
do.
a perfect relationship.
They do.
So when people aren't in that perfect relationship,
They
like
feel
the
that-
movie,
yeah.
they feel like this isn't it
Yeah.
because it's not.
Because
like that.
it's not like on that screen right there. How
Yeah.
come you?
Facts.
How come you don't do that? How come you don't
Yeah.
hold me like that? How come
Right.
you ain't that
'Cause
romantic? How come?
I don't bench 200 pounds, girl. I can't pick your ass up.
No, they do, and I feel like that some females do
A
relate
lot, bro.
themselves to what they see on the
Movies.
big screen in the
Movies,
movies, and oh man, I wish that like the Notebook and nah, that ain't real life.
There's
That's
been-
a movie.
there's
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some hard
Facts.
times. There's gonna be some I fucked up.
All
I
the
did
time,
this and
bro.
I did that. So. You just got. Are you gonna do what it? If you really want to be with the person, are you gonna do what it takes to be with that
Be with the
person?
person.
Yeah.
Are
You know
you
what I mean?
just gonna be like, I'm done because
Like-
you're not treating me like Ryan Gosling in the
Facts.
Notebook?
In the Notebook.
Yeah, no, I never, in real life, we've never seen like a great marriage. We know married people, but we never seen like a great marriage.
Yeah.
It's
And for
impossible.
me-
This is
Right.
We're human.
Exactly.
For me, it was like, what kind of wife do I want to be? Not what kind of marriage do I want to have, but like what kind of wife I want to be.
Yeah.
And Pastor Richardson, Michelle Richardson,
Yeah,
that was it for me.
They did
you
it for
know?
me. Shout out to them, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, Michelle. But yeah.
And she even told me, she was like, it's not gonna be perfect. It's who sticks it out, and
That's it.
he's gonna know you the best. So like
Facts.
that was more like the energy,
Mm-hmm.
knowing who I am, and you know what I mean. Like marriage is literally, I feel like, for those moments when you're like. When you don't remember who you are, your partner's like, "Nah, that ain't you." Like,
Facts.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
like different times when you're angry, like, "No, that ain't you. You don't do that." Like,
You can sense that over a text as well.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
why are you doing that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
Who's
Come
that?
on, bro.
Like, and that's why I asked that question, because a lot of females and some males can get in your ear and be like, "Bro, why are you dealing with that?" Or
Yeah.
you should leave, or you should. Oh, I would do this, or if it was me, I would do that. And but it's not you. You know, it's
Yeah.
me. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
my relationship. So
That
I mean, you can give. I think if you give good advice, be like, bro, talk, communicate, see what's up, see where she's at.
Right.
I would listen to
It's
somebody like that.
communicating, man.
Yeah.
Like-
Communication, like
me,
you said. Yeah.
I've told a lot of folks, I'm like, look, I don't know your situation, but check this out. RP, Bob Marley. he said, it doesn't, well, you know, no matter who you're with,
Uh-huh.
you're always gonna be heartbroken.
Oh, man, that's deep.
Find the one worth suffering for.
Man, that's
RP.
deep. Make some
Yeah.
noise for that, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
And
I like that.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, it's bumpy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is the one I love.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What she said, mentioned earlier, being separate, away from each other, shit, that's when I'm hurting the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
find the one.
Yeah, man.
Wanna-
I like
you know what
I
I'm saying?
like that, bro. I ain't never heard that before.
Bro.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what's
Shout
up,
out.
man.
Find
So
the one worth suffering for. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
And going back to friends, shout out to my best friend from elementary school, Yvette.
Hey.
And
Shout out,
my,
Yvette.
My my best friend from high school, Valerie.
Yeah.
Valerie, what's up, Valerie? Shout out to Valerie. Let's go.
Those two are like the best friends, most supportive friends that I've ever had.
Yeah.
And they goofy as hell.
Yeah, and this was since high school.
So Yvette was since elementary.
Elementary.
And Val since high school, and we don't see each other a lot. Yvette lives in Las Cruces. Val does live here, but we're adults. We have our own lives.
Yeah,
but we keep in touch, and they've always been my good friends, and they've always been supportive, and they never like chose sides. They've supported me. They've talked to me. They've been there for me. So
those are the type of friends you need, man.
That's like all our friends, though.
And
like
I'm glad
Brian,
you brought that up.
I do have to say, like, I remember I used to text Brian. He would answer me at the club. Brian could probably tell you. I would text Brian because I knew he couldn't not answer.
Yeah.
And then the next minute you would be calling.
No, shout out to Brian.
But I don't think he's ever given any bad advice to Mike. But Brian's always
not
been
at all.
one that
Not at all.
tries to mend it.
Yeah, not at all. I'd never had like Elaine. My friends were pretty solid when it came to us. Even in high school, like I never got bad advice from no one in my close circle. I never got bad advice from. So I had good friends like Elaine that really hold it down and be like, nah, bro, let's go do this, whatever.
And even my sister.
Yeah,
Selena,
Oh, you used to
shout out to Selena.
She used to hate talking to Selena.
Well, she would look at both pictures, my side, his side, and instead of just choosing, of course she'd have like my back too, but at the same point she would try to mend it.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, he really loves you, like.
Don't.
I know you're mad, but let's try to work it out. I can tell he really loves you and he really wants to be there for you. So she would also be there for both of us, really, and try to help us solve our issues together. So
see, that's dope, man. You need friends. I think that's one of the major key alert. So that's one of get good friends that will give you good advice, man. Because
once they spill that negative energy around you, guess what? You're gonna be negative. You know
Definitely.
what I mean?
Actually, that's what Pastor Richardson said at our wedding. He had our friends stand up and said, if you don't support this, what's going on, then go ahead and go.
Yeah, leave now.
Like,
basically, don't be here.
The only advice we want is good advice, is what he told all our friends.
Don't be here. But, you got, I think, the ones that really want to see you happy are the ones that are really rocking with you now. All the fake high school love.
It falls off.
And friendships are pretty much gone. Your circle.
Even family.
Even family. You're right.
You're right.
Some real shit.
Yeah.
It's family. Like,
True.
all my homies gave me great advice.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
A lot of my family gave me some negative shit.
Yeah.
And sacrifice. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got your family
you know
too. Yeah, you right,
like,
cuz.
girl, like, no.
You
This
right.
is my lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. That family.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Family too. Can't forget that, man. Keep the right family members around you too. I ain't saying y'all can't be cool and
most
see each other here
I
and there,
still love
but
y'all.
exactly. Yeah. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to the fam, bro. So we got.
We love y'all, but at the end of the day, just can't fuck with y'all.
Yeah, to a certain extent,
To a certain extent,
Yeah, that's when you gotta be like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna go this way.
Yep,
you go that
it.
way.
I got to.
And that's what like I said. I don't. I feel. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like a lot of people think like we try to play perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be like, I'm just not negative. And I don't put my personal business out there. If me and the missus are going through something, then we're going through something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the run and tell and be like, oh man, can you believe what happened? Or can you believe that? I don't do that type of stuff. Too. So like, cause I always see posts on Facebook saying like 99% or 90% of what people post on Facebook is a lie, or and I'm like, why can't it not be? Like, I don't post anything that's not real that's going on in my life.
Thanks.
So for me, when I see that post that says, oh, everyone pretends to be happy on Facebook and 90% of it is a lie and social media is a lie, I'm like, not for me.
Not for me.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy.
Yeah, I'm actually happy in what I'm doing, and if I ain't doing it, then I'm not posting it. If I'm not I'm not doing nothing. I'm not saying I'm not doing in real life. You know what I'm saying?
And who's gonna post all the bad days?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
A lot of them do.
That's all people want to see is the bad days.
That's
like,
it.
Why give people that don't want it going good that satisfaction? Seeing your bad days?
Exactly.
They don't care when it gets good. So.
Yeah. So I mean, when I see that post, I'm just like, man, people can be happy and they can just post all the happy stuff. Like,
but they don't want to.
My thing, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying if you're really hurting like that, who runs to Facebook? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see all the happy stuff on Facebook because that's what you're trying to get. Yeah, the energy. Yeah, like, oh man, this just if things are going wrong, you want people to know like, hey, this happened to me today.
Facts.
I just got this. I just got that. Oh man, this is going good. If I was really hurting, I'm not running to Facebook for nothing. I'm not gonna be if I'm really that hurt. Obviously, I'm not that hurt if I'm going on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that hurt if I got time to be like, think about my caption, my status, and like feeling sad today because I'm not sad. I just want some attention. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's all
so that's just me right there. Like
they want to see comments like, oh, well, smile,
and that's why I made that post. I don't know if y'all seen it. I said, post some good news and see how much love you get. Post some bad news and see how much. And it's crazy. The bad news gets way more. Like you said, the bad news is what's like, oh, either they feel for you. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Keep your head up at a dial. Or like, oh, like it, and
I
and
feel
then
like everyone wants to just know what happened.
Yeah. Like, oh, well,
Not
let's
really
see.
caring what that
Yeah, they
was.
don't care. It's just it's just like Elaine
drama.
said.
They just want the drama.
They want
what's
that.
going on, what
they want to be
happened.
that nosy.
And I'm that person.
Shout out to the missus. hey, the missus.
Pink Panther.
All the gossip.
Right?
I'll be on there all
Shout out
day.
Pink Panther.
Well,
Hey,
if they're gonna post it on
Detective.
social media, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. How hurt are you running to social media now?
And I love it.
But
Friend me.
the missus be on it, bro. I'll ask the missus anything like, man, what happened to such and such? Like, oh, she dog the blue. Like she got all the she be on it.
Yep.
She be on it.
I
So
don't post on my own stuff, but
but
I
You
go
snooping.
looking.
she knows what's up.
I read through all the comments.
And that's what I'm saying. If you were really serious about whatever you're going through, I don't think Facebook
is the answer.
Yeah, it's not the place to post it, man.
Not the answer because guess what? You're gonna get all them negative
vibes.
comments.
And people just on there to be nosy, like Elaine said, just to see what hurt you going through. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Well, damn, that sucks. And then they gonna keep it moving. They don't really care. So I would say Facebook ain't the spot to vent for no. I just broke up with such and such and all that, man. I'm just like, if you really want it to work, man, work it out with whoever you're with. That's it. It don't need to be nobody. My brother, we close as hell. But that nigga don't even know everything me and her went through. If anything, I'm just like, it's just sometimes it's got to be us.
That's how it should be, though.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah.
Like you know what? If you want some good feedback, then go ahead and chat it up with your friends and all that. But at the end of the day, it's us.
Yeah, and that's it.
It takes two to lift a couch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I also say, like, I have gotten asked advice. Like, what do you got? And I'm like, I don't give any relationship advice ever. I mean, anyone that's asked me for advice could tell you this. I always say, you have one life. If you go to sleep with a bad energy because Irv's not there, you go to sleep with a better energy because Irv's there. Why let someone else take that energy from you? That, you earned that energy. Even if if something happened between you guys, I'm not gonna let anyone steal my energy. Whether mistakes happened, someone got vulnerable at some point. Me and Mike went through the 18 years of hardships. We're gonna work it out. Let's just say that we're gonna work it out because at the end of the day, the energy I want to go to sleep with, the energy I want to wake up with, the energy I want around my kids involves him. So that's literally all my advice. One life, keep your energy good. Be as happy as you can because hard times is gonna hit.
It's gonna hit.
You're gonna need those good times to remember, and just keep your good energy. If you want to forgive him. Who
and don't
cares?
listen to nobody else. Listen to what your heart tells you. If you can get over that and you over it, be over it. Right. Don't say, girl, all that. You took him back because I took him back because this is where we at, and then we working it out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Now, if the man just can't do right,
yes.
I'm not saying y'all got to deal with some bullshit and keep dealing with it and keep dealing because we all gonna make mistakes.
Yeah, we gonna get them comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly. But I'm saying, if there's a certain point you got to set for yourself, like if you're always dealing with the same thing and he's not giving you the change, or at least trying to change and showing you that he's trying to change, then why are you wasting your time? That's the only thing I don't agree with. And then I'm not saying that, to give bad advice to nobody, but there's only a certain amount of, if you, especially at our age, if you still can't get right at my age or our age, then I feel you're just not gonna get right. You know what I'm saying? You got
your life set.
Yeah, that's just you. There's don't wait for that nigga to change because he's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give yourself a certain standard, like a certain time or whatever you need to be like, okay, now that's it. Mm-hmm. And if when we fuck up, when I fuck up or something, then I show that change, like, okay, I'm not gonna do this no more, and then I show that, and then she sees it, and we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's like a lot of people got to get that right. Like, okay, I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that I ain't gonna do it, nothing crazy or whatever. But if I'm not showing you, and I keep doing it, then you got to make that decision. You got to make that decision. Like,
you might have to listen to your friends.
Yeah, you might have to be like, take a step back now.
Me too. Even now, as a woman, I tell Michael that those are expectations, right? You expect someone to have these standards. Mm-hmm. When they don't have these standards and they consistently show you they don't have them, that's what you expect now. That should be your expectation. So if you're gonna expect him to do these things, you know how you feel already when these things happen, right? If that feeling is worse, if that feeling mess with your health, if that feeling mess with your mental health is worse than being with him, then you have to weigh your options. You got to weigh your options.
Now,
do I want to feel good or do I want to continue to deal with this shit?
Right. Yeah. What's outweighing the bad
energy,
or the good?
Right.
Yeah.
The energy when we go to sleep, is that better than me waking, like, being sick all the time?
Exactly.
Like, what's going to give you a better energy? Because there's no rules. Like, that's your life. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're not
expectations.
Nobody here is relationship experts, but we giving our we like I said, you said what, 12 years y'all been together, and 18. That's a long time especially going from a teenager into adulthood. That's, to me, that's a lot of experience, and that's one reason why I wanted y'all on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we went through the same thing from being teens into our 20s to being full adult. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those stages with each other, you grew together. Mm-hmm. So if anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be them high school sweethearts on and off. Oh, we finally got it together. Relationships, and that's why I was like, I gotta have Irvin Elaine here.
Probably Elaine knows Elaine, and Elaine knows you better than you.
Y'all know each other well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know each other well.
I tell Michael, like, that's really what marriage is. Like, there might be a time where you're so depressed you don't, like, remember who you are, and you need that somebody to be like, nah, that ain't you. Get up, do this. It's for the hard times more so than the good times, because the good times, you got good energy. You're always gonna have good times.
Yeah, the good times is easy.
Right,
but
those hard times, and you, like, don't know who you are, or you need someone to remind you, like, you don't act like this, you don't do this, you don't that. You need someone that knows you best and brings good energy.
That's her,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Shit,
can
that's-
even tell when something's wrong when like through text.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah,
Like, what's
see?
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this
Yeah,
isn't
this
you.
ain't
You don't
you.
talk
Yeah,
like this.
yeah. What's going on,
Yeah.
man? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I played with it a little bit.
Yeah. So speaking of marriage, because we're married, right?
Yeah.
But y'all have a date yet?
We're actually thinking when we first met. Well, our first date.
Yeah.
Our first
When we
date
first started
was
dating.
So that's
homecoming.
what the marriage date is gonna.
It's October 26th.
But we're gonna
Oh,
kind of see
yeah.
too, like how this year plans out with
Yeah,
COVID and
facts.
stuff,
See how
and
things open up.
if things still haven't like progressed, we might push it out a little bit. But
Word.
kind of
That's
thinking
what's
like
up. Y'all, they're close. What did you
Yeah.
say? October
26.
26th. We're October 17th.
My cousin Ashley's birthday. Shout out Ashley.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
dope
man.
though, man.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
I'm glad you guys are making this move, man. And it was
I was gonna have her wait 10 more years just to be so. you know?
just to make sure that you the one, you know,
yeah, nah,
you
yeah, I
the
had
real
to-
one.
You know what? I made it happen, man. How I proposed, right?
Yeah.
I knew she was the one when I can finally come to her with my problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd always, take a step back and go to the homies or whatnot.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but then now that I can actually communicate with her and
Oh yeah.
and we have that good energy when we're actually talking. And that's when I know, damn, she is my best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm
Make some
saying?
noise for that.
She's-
Yeah.
she's my
I
best
feel you.
friend.
Yeah, man. And that's what it is.
Like,
The friendship first. Like y'all, I'm sure y'all dated and got to know each other first and were friends and were like, man,
it was tough.
And then
Because we didn't know each other that way.
Yeah.
We didn't
yeah.
know. You know
But
what I mean?
I'm sure whatever y'all have started with that friendship
Facts.
first. Like I'm like, whatever it is, I don't know what Irv makes you laugh or whatever. Starts off with that. Oh man,
What is it for you, Elaine?
that dude is pretty funny. Yo, what is it?
Well, he's like my complete opposite. I'm more like quiet and like to
Yep.
myself, and he's really just more like talkative and outgoing. And I feel like he brings me out a little bit more
Yeah.
because I'm just so like reserved and quiet and like just to myself, like So
Yeah.
he's just really there to like help bring me out of my shell and
Yeah.
yeah. So, and I think I'm the opposite, so I kind of help him tone it down sometimes.
Right.
Nah, you really
Yeah.
No, you
Sometimes-
need that
Yeah.
though.
Sometimes I need
You
it.
you need that
All
though.
right, chill out. Chill out.
You got to have that balance, and I think we're kind of the same.
We're exactly the same. Yeah.
The same way, because like when me and Herb get together, it's
You can't shut us up.
any other Brad
Yeah.
any Bradford.
Yo, look, when he comes to
If
the
you ain't been
barbershop,
to one of our parties,
Oh man, shout out to that, bro. Ooh. Them parties, bro. Yeah, like we just got a certain
energy. We got that. We bring the
that
energy
tone,
out,
that
man.
energy. Yeah. I don't know the Bradford boys. We bring that energy. Like
Man.
we
Every
own it. We own it.
We
We
out.
own it. We lit. We with it.
you know we on it when he go to the barbershop. Hey, shout out to the fellas out there, man. Steph,
Shout out, yeah.
YB,
Shout out the boys, yeah.
You know, Luis, Arlene, Raquel,
At
Mike,
Stash
man,
House.
What's up? Stash House, man.
Yeah,
so
shout
look,
out to
you
them,
know,
man.
Oh man, yeah. You know we loud when he walks in and they turn the music off because they already know we
We gonna
talking
talk.
some shit.
Nigga, I noticed that. Like, it's funny because every time I go in there and the music's in the back, like slightly in the background, but we can hold a conversation and we always talking about something over there,
Stupid.
man. Yeah.
Something
yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
want to hear it. Me and Elaine want to hear the
See,
barbershop.
that's part of barbershop code.
We wanna hear it.
What happens
bro
in the
talk.
barbershop stays
That's
in the
bro
barbershop.
talk. We don't do
quiet.
that. Yeah, we don't do that. That's bro talk right
quiet and
there.
Drill down. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to the Stash House, man,
sir.
and
Shout
them
out,
fellas
man.
over there, man.
All love, buddy, all love.
Yes, sir, man. But yeah, I just wanted to know, how did you know? This will probably be one of the last questions. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but how did you know, like, you were ready to ask Elaine to marry you? Like, how did you know that?
Man, like I mentioned, man. you know, when it's the fact that I can go to her
and
be myself.
Yeah. And that was all you needed.
And that's all I needed.
Word.
You know, it took me 12 years.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know,
take it. Hey, it's a slow process. It's a walk, bro. You don't want to.
I had a lot of pride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and I never really went to her, you know, to help me with my situations and my problems. I've always was like, nah. No, not you're gonna.
She don't
judge
need
me.
to know. Yeah,
you ain't. You can judge me, and then, nah, you don't need to know.
Yeah,
because now we're gonna start a little argument
and
whatnot, and like I said, it's part of growth, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
I agree.
We finally sat down a few times and just talked. Man, that was amazing. You
see
what I mean? Just talk, and that's when I was like, damn.
It worked.
This my best friend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So let me surprise her with a little something.
Let me get it in. And what's crazy too? You did on New Year's, huh?
I did.
You Bradford's got a problem.
Hey,
you got a problem.
I did mine on New Year's.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
I was
gonna know what happens on New Year's Eve. That makes you like y'all just got it all out that
Since
year.
New Year's, new me, baby.
My resolution. Nah, it's funny. I was gonna do it Christmas Day. But my boy Stev beat me to it.
Oh,
goddamn you, Stev!
Stev did you dirty.
My boy Stev, man, he did me dirty, man.
He said, "So since you took Christmas, brother, I'm gonna go to New Year's.
I'll wait. I guess I'll have my lady wait 5 more days."
Since she been waiting this long, 5 more days won't kill her. She be alright.
Shout out Steph, man.
Yeah. Congratulations. Any marriage is beautiful, man. If you're in love and you guys are taking that step, that's a big step. So
yeah. And Elaine, do you feel like you're ready? You're good.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put on the spot. Let's see.
I want to hear this. When did you?
Yeah, I think too it was a time when it was ready, like when we both discussed it. Like before he even proposed, like we discussed it, like marriage and like eventually getting married, and we were both kind of like talking about it on board, and you know, so I think it is a good time.
Good.
And I'm glad he finally, you know, after this long. But I think, but
time means everything.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Patience of virtue.
You know, some people might think like, well, it took him this long, like, you know, why? But me, I don't really think that's the big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like a piece of paper isn't going to change the way we feel for each other.
Exactly. Make some noise like that. And that's some true stuff right there, because even after we got married, we thought the same thing. Like
we would have just
we didn't need it. In our reality, we didn't need the piece of paper that said. I mean, it's nice.
You're right.
It's cool,
but you don't really need it, because what you have in that commitment, that bond, is really what sets that tone. Like, okay, I'm committed to you. You committed to me. We gonna be that Bonnie and Clyde. We're gonna be you know, us against the world, whatever it may come to. It's me and you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no piece of paper to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, either way, she's gonna be Mrs. Gotti. Either way, you know, piece of paper or not. You know what I'm saying? We know that, we respect that, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. Yeah, that was big cloth talk right there.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, man. If you got something to say, you got something.
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was gonna you know, add a little bit more to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, when for you know, 12 years we had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
You know, bumpy road. You know, one thing that we realized growing up, man, growing together, was it's us. Right? And, you know, we got 2 beautiful kids.
Yes.
And I think a lot of the hard times and the downs was we all our attention was on the kids, and we forgot
about
us.
Forgot y'all.
And what created these beautiful beings. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like we sat down and talked a lot of times, and I even told her, I said, I think we're, you know, we're messing up because we're forgetting about each other.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's we love our kids.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Shout out to the kids, but
shout them out. Let's make some noise for them, man.
Donovan and Elijah.
Yes.
The Brads, the Zach,
and Bradford kids. Why?
For real.
Yeah,
but
man.
and so like with the growth now, and I wouldn't say now, but throughout the a few years back, we start to focus on each other.
Yeah.
And that's what created that friendship.
Yeah.
And that bond.
Yeah.
To where I was like, now I'm ready.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, I would always tell her, and I'll tell some of my people too, I'm like, look, man, kids are beautiful, but they have nothing to do with your relationship.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
sometimes
like when it's like,
it's
like if we're going through and it's negative and let's just do it for the kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Okay, well then they're gonna continue to see this negative shit going on.
Yeah, and
now
figure out if it's for you guys.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, we love each other. We said that from the jump.
Yeah.
And so it was like, look, we're parents at the end of the day. We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna love these kids, but let's work on us too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. We gotta love each other too. Yeah.
Let's say good morning.
Yeah.
Good night, babe.
Yeah.
Text me. I'll text you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a horrible texter, but excuse me. I'm a horrible texter, but it's just having that connection again, bringing that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not putting the kids between it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense, man. I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on yourselves before anything. You know what I'm saying? To make everything work, because you guys are the head of the family. You're the head of it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever y'all do or how y'all living or whatever y'all going through, the kids are gonna see that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So if things ain't right between y'all, the kids are gonna know. They're gonna be like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that, man.
And Mike, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I want to know, was there ever a time where, the marriage helped you in that point in life? You didn't really know what marriage... For me, I didn't know what marriage was till after I got married and I formed what I thought marriage was. Because we never had that. You know what I mean?
Were you asking, a definition of what I think?
Did you feel... You knew what marriage was before we got married, or did you feel was there something that happened after our marriage where you're like, oh yeah, that's why I'm married, kind of thing? I'll give you my example first.
That's a tough one. I gotta,
So when we first started, when we did get married, I always thought I'm gonna be like Pastor Michelle. I never knew who Pastor Michelle was behind closed doors, wife-wise.
Yeah.
But every time I seen her, I was like, oh, she cuts up Pastor's meat. She knows what he wants to eat.
She knows what she orders for. She was like, she knew everything.
She knew everything about it.
She was literally the backbone for him.
Facts.
Backbone. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a backbone.
Yeah.
That's all I know. What I know marriage to be.
Yeah.
So I was a backbone, and then my mom passed away, and you were the backbone. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
That's why I'm married. I never knew what marriage was until that you had to remind me, that's not this you. You don't get depressed. You don't sit here. You don't, you know what I mean? That's when I was like, oh, that's marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there something for you that when you're like, oh, that's marriage?
Oh, that's marriage. I haven't had that. No. I don't think I had that moment. To me, which is weird. When I was, ever since I was younger, I think I've told you this, ever since I was a kid, I kind of had it in my head what I wanted out of life. I knew if my first kid was going to be Junior, I knew that. This is when I'm young. I'm like, man, when I have a kid, he's definitely Michael Jr. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt, about it. And I always knew I'm going to get married and have my wife and I knew that there was no, you know how some people be like, oh, I'm gonna play it for life, and you know what I'm saying?
I know a few of y'all out there, man.
That was just never my mentality. I always wanted to be what I'm doing right now. I wanted to be that dad that took my kids to sports, and I wanted to be that dad that was showing them how to shoot basketballs and catch footballs and take them shooting. I always had that in my head at a young age, man, I think it's from not having that.
Facts.
And I think from not having that in my life, I was like, man, well, when I have mine, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And I think marriage goes along with that, because I knew, like, you know, my mom, she was married to my dad, but, you know, things didn't work out. But I think having that in my head, like,
you were gonna be that husband.
I was gonna be everything opposite. You know what I'm saying? And not forcing it, like, just, I'm gonna just do it just to do it. But when the right time came along, I'm gonna be that dude.
I'm gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I respect
and
that,
I think that's what it was for me to be like, and that's why I enjoy, like, I feel like God has done and lined everything for me. Like, man, this is exactly what I wanted. Like,
crazy.
Like cool. Taking MJ to sports, taking that, boom, exactly what I wanted, man. It's crazy.
Worked out.
And it's crazy, and I know you do the same thing for Don and Elijah. I know you out there grinding, and you do. That's why I said it's crazy. Bro. It's crazy how similar, we are.
I found out how much you love Beyonce. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that too. That too. The whole Beyonce thing, you know, man. Which was one of the best concerts.
Yes.
Make some noise for that, man.
Shout out B.
Hey, we had some good time. Bro. We had a good time, man.
Shout out Jay-Z for shouting me out, baby.
Yes, sir. Make some noise.
Shout out Jay-Z for shouting me out.
Yeah.
Over.
Mike said, I know that ain't her.
Said, I see that. That's her. Said Jay talking to her. That nigga famous. That nigga famous.
He was looking. I said, hey. Hey.
I see you with that 440.
I see you with the 444.
That's that nigga. I said, oh, snap.
I was like, oh,
snap, man. Hey, good times, man. And that's what it's about. Keeping good people around you, having that good energy, and just keeping that going, man. And like I said, that's the reason why I wanted y'all to do this podcast, man. So, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of similarities, but at the end of the day, every relationship is different. Yeah. So, you know, just hearing different things that went on and point of views and stuff was really what I wanted, you know. And I appreciate y'all coming through.
No problem, man.
On 8 for the hour.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, A-Phone.
Yeah. So, man, with that being said, you know, I'm good, and I'm glad y'all came through, man. And
appreciate it, man.
And I hope y'all had a good time, man.
I
did. Yeah, of course. Yeah, rep that merch, A4, you know.
Hit 'em up.
Yeah, follow your boy on all social media platforms, DJ84, you know, EIGHT with the number 4.
Man.
But yeah, we about to get out of here, man.
Hey.
Appreciate everybody coming through, you guys. Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to do some shout outs, anything. It's on you right now, but yeah.
Shout out to the man who held this down, man. A4.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to the homies for the Hitman.
Yeah, shout out the Hitman crew, man. Make some noise for them.
You know, we out there doing our thing.
We might, y'all stay tuned, because we might have an interview with the Hitman in here, man. So be on the lookout for that.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, with that said, man, we out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming. Much love, much love. And we out. Till next time, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey,